The husky knocked the toddler down in front of 4 people. There were witnesses. There was no ambiguity. And every single one of them was wrong about what they saw. Soren was a 5-year-old Alaskan Husky, 70 pounds, yellow eyes, the kind of dog whose appearance settled most conversations about what he was before anyone said a word. He had been in the Lindvist household since he was 12 weeks old and had never once shown aggression toward any human being in any form. This was documented, reliable, not a matter of anyone's subjective assessment. He was not a dog anyone in that house had ever worried about, until the Tuesday in March when he knocked 2-year-old Astrid to the ground. She was running across the living room, the way she ran everywhere at that age, with the full commitment of a child who has recently discovered speed and has not yet fully integrated consequences. Soren came from the hallway and hit her at shoulder height, not jumping, not biting, a deliberate body weight impact that put her on the carpet hard enough that she screamed. Astrid's grandmother, who was visiting from out of town, saw it from the sofa. She said, "He attacked her." She was certain. She said it again. Astrid's mother, Clara, pulled Soren away. He came without resistance. Astrid was not hurt, shaken and crying, but not hurt. Clara checked her carefully. Nothing. She put Soren in the kitchen and held Astrid for 20 minutes until the crying stopped. That afternoon she called the vet. The vet said, "Monitor the behavior. If it happens again, we talk about next steps." 5 days later, at a family gathering, it happened again. Different room, different witnesses, same dog, same impact, same result. Astrid on the carpet, Soren stepping back immediately, not following the fall, not growling, not showing any of the body language that should accompany aggression. Clara's brother-in-law said, "That dog needs to go." He said it in front of 6 people, and nobody disagreed. Clara made the call to a rescue organization the next morning. She did not want to. She cried on the phone. She was a kindergarten teacher. She was organized. She made decisions based on evidence. The evidence said the dog had knocked her child down twice. She set the pickup date for the following Saturday. If you stay for stories about wet animals, sense before we do, you're in the right place. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one. On Thursday, Astrid's pediatrician saw her for a previously scheduled checkup. Clara mentioned that Astrid had seemed slightly quieter than usual. The pediatrician noted an irregular rhythm during the cardiac component of the exam. She referred them to Dr. Nadia Berglund, pediatric cardiology. They saw Dr. Berglund on Friday. Astrid had a previously undetected arrhythmia, intermittent, not constant, the kind that in its mild form produces no visible symptoms, except in very young children, occasional brief episodes of reduced perfusion to the brain. In a 2-year-old, these episodes present as a few seconds of subtle disorientation, a slight stumble, a momentary unfocused expression. Nothing a parent would identify as a cardiac event. In a running toddler, this momentary disorientation is the setup for a fall, head first, into furniture. Soren had been detecting these episodes through changes in heart rhythm chemistry, through subtle alterations in the electromagnetic field, changes some dogs register before cardiac events. And he had been knocking Astrid down before she fell forward into something that would hurt her. He had been choosing the fall, the carpet, away from the edge of the coffee table. Dr. Berglund, who had been in pediatric cardiology for 14 years, listened to Clara's account of the dog's behavior and said, "There is documented literature on dogs detecting arrhythmia episodes before they present. What you're describing is consistent with that. He was doing his job." She paused. "Your dog hit your daughter twice. Both times he made sure she fell away from the furniture. Has your dog ever done something that made no sense until it was the only thing that made sense? Tell us in the comments." Clara called the rescue organization and canceled the pickup. She sat on the kitchen floor with Soren that evening and did not say anything for a long time. He lay down with his back against her leg. She thought about the word attack, about the word dangerous, about the 6 people at the family gathering and her brother-in-law's certainty, and how it had felt like consensus, like evidence, like something real. It was something real. She just hadn't known what she was looking at. Astrid's arrhythmia is being managed. She is doing well. Soren still runs with her across the living room. He has not knocked her down since the diagnosis. The episodes that were coming have been addressed. There is nothing left for him to intercept. Every guardian deserves to be recognized, even the ones who never ask for anything in return. If stories like this matter to you, subscribe so you never miss the next one. He was the most dangerous looking thing in the room. He was the only thing keeping her safe.